Hey y'all, today we are going to be making all of my favorite St. Patrick's Day foods. I don't know if all of these would be considered St. Patrick's Day foods, but they're all foods I make on St. Patrick's Day. So I did not get a very good video of this first recipe. It is just corned beef and cabbage. You're gonna see me do all of the vegetables, and then the meat's already in the crock pot. So yeah, you're not going to see the whole assembly, and I did not get good video of me cutting up cabbage because my tripod malfunctioned. So anyways, I'm just going to tell you what I normally do. Also, what I did this time was slightly different than normal, just because I was trying not to have much leftovers of the vegetables, and I cooked extra meat because I wanted to eat this for one day and then have leftover meat to make other corned beef recipes. So anyways, I will share with you what I normally do while you watch me kind of make this recipe. So I usually try to get about a 3.5 pound corned beef. If you can find it larger, awesome. If not, that's usually what I can find. One time I think I did somehow find like a 4.5 pound corned beef. I want to say it was like at Sam's Club or something. But usually at like Walmart, Aldi, my local grocery store, they're all, 3 to 3.5 pounds. So I just try to find the heaviest ones I can, and cook those. So first thing you're going to do is throw your corned beef into the crock pot. And then if you buy your corned beef, you're going to sprinkle that little seasoning packet over the top. And then after you get that done, you're going to clean 8 carrots, cut them in half, clean 4 medium potatoes, cut them into quarters, and clean 1 head of cabbage, core it, cut it into quarters, and you want to put the cabbage on top because that's going to cook the fastest. So I usually put my potatoes and then my carrots and then my cabbage all on top of my corned beef. I add 1 cup of water just so it doesn't scorch the bottom. Your meat is going to release a lot of juice, just because it's a high fat content piece of meat. But you usually want to put in a little bit of water so that it doesn't scorch on the bottom. I actually don't have a crock pot anymore. I just have the Instapot, and I just use the slow cooker function. So I just throw all that in there on the slow cooker function, and I just cook it all day long. Like I put it in before I leave for work, and then whenever I come home, we eat it. So anyways, I just put that on. My crock pot, the slow cooker function, doesn't have like a high or low. I just put it on slow cooker, but I know on my crock pot that I had for years, that it had a low setting and a high setting. So usually I would cook it on low for 8 to 9 hours because, like drive time and stuff. But if I was trying to do it quickly, I would throw it in on high for about 4 to 5 hours. So anyways, and that would usually serve 6 meals. So 6 adult meals. So anyways, that's how I usually make corned beef and cabbage. This is my second favorite holiday meal. Thanksgiving comes first, but this is my second favorite holiday meal. So yeah. Hopefully you guys like corned beef too. All right, next up we are going to make a Leprechaun Treats. These are like Rice Krispies, but they're made with Lucky Charms. I used Marshmallow Mateys instead of Rice Krispies. So they're like Lucky Charm treats and not Rice Krispie treats. Anyways, so how I do this, I just start with 1 stick of butter and I melt that down, and then I throw in a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I mix those in with the butter. And once the marshmallows are completely dissolved, I throw in 7 cups of Lucky Charms, mix that together, throw it into a baking dish. Glass ones work better than the aluminum ones. I've never tried a ceramic one because I don't have any of those, but I always use a glass one just because they come out pretty easy. I have literally had chunks of like the Teflon stuff come off the bottom of the I don't know what you call it, metal baking dishes. So I always just use glass ones. Anyways, and then you're just gonna let them cool for a few hours if you can resist. My husband could not. just saying. And then I usually cut them into 12ths. However, I've got 2 small kids, so I also cut some into like half of the 12th size crispy treat size things. Anyways, yeah, this is just like a fun little treat that you can make instead of, like a normal brownies and ice cream or something. So next up, we are going to make green punch. I personally really like punch. I don't know why. Maybe it's like, nostalgia or something, but I love punch. So I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background, but my cat is like attacking everything in the office. So if you hear background noises, that's what it is. So first thing you're gonna do is make your packet of Kool-Aid. This is just, like you're making it per the instructions. So it's a packet of Kool-Aid, a cup of sugar, 8 cups of water, mix it together. You want everything to be cold, so you're going to put your Kool-Aid, your Sprite, and your canned pineapple into the refrigerator for a couple of hours to cool it off. I should not have to say this, but make sure you put your sherbet in the freezer while you're waiting. Anyways, so after a few hours, after everything's cooled off, it's time to make some punch. So the first thing you're going to do, hang on. Make sure you have a 2-gallon punch container of some sort, whether that be a 2-gallon pitcher or a 2-gallon punch bowl. I recommend not using one of those drink dispensers because this literally has chunks of pineapple in it. So just a note. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is in your serving dish, you are going to put your 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple and Kool-Aid, and then you're gonna chunk up your sherbet. If you get the box kind, this actually works best. And then you can just literally take off the box and then cube up the sherbet with a knife. It works very nicely. In this video, I have a half gallon of sherbet because my husband really likes sherbet. Also, I'm only trying to make a half recipe and I put the ingredients in the wrong order. It still turns out fine, but it works a little bit better and it looks a little bit nicer if you put them in the order that I'm telling you to do. The recipe is linked down below in the description, as always. So anyways, you're going to mix your pineapple and your Kool-Aid together, chunk up your sherbet, add that together, give it a quick mix. You are not trying to dissolve the sherbet, just mix everything together. And then you're going to top it with your 2 liters of Sprite. You want to add this very slowly because it will foam with all the sugar that's in this mixture. And then you serve it. I usually use like the little 6-ounce, I think they're 6-ounce, like plastic punch cups. Whenever I'm serving this, I just really like punch. So anyways, that's that recipe. In this video, you're going to see me making it in a half batch. But yeah. This is pretty quick and simple, tasty green punch. And last one is kind of my version of a Shamrock Shake. Yeah, that's my cat in the background. Please forgive me. Anyways, so my version of a Shamrock Shake, that's literally a single serving is just half of a cup of milk, 1.5 cups of, what's that stuff called? Mint chocolate chip ice cream. And then you just blend it together. I like to make mine spiked because why not? And so I just throw a little shooter of Bailey's Irish cream into it. And yeah, that one's super simple. In this video, I barely even have I have just over a cup of ice cream. And because my husband could not save any of this ice cream for me. I got it and had it in there for less than a week, and he ate the whole gallon. So just saying, that's why this drink is not completely full, because my husband had to eat all the ice cream. Anyways, and then also I took some of it out and gave it to my kids and then threw in the shooter. So anyways, yeah, we have that every year for dessert. I don't always make the punch, but I usually make the other 3 recipes. That's all I have for you today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave me a comment below if you have any suggestions of what I should post in the future. That is all. I already said that part. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, y'all.